Assalamu alaikum, dear students of my class 7th and respected viewers. As you know, we are reading the chapter 5th of our history book, that is chapter 5, that is the Great Mughals, in which we talked about the Babur Humayun, the Sur dynasty, and how Humayun regained his power for 1 year. Then his son Jalaluddin Muhammad Akbar came into power at the age of 13. And before this, I gave you a little bit of introduction about Jalaluddin Muhammad Akbar, how he came into power, how his father was wandering from place to place, and how he regained his power. In today's topic, we have to discuss about the Akbar. That is why it is called, in our book, it is written as Case Study of Akbar. You can also open the book on our page 48. Here is a topic, Case Study of Akbar. We have to read about the Mr. Akbar, in which we have to talk about the expansion and consolidation of Mughal Empire, as well as we have to talk about the Akbar and Rajput, Akbar and religion, Din-i-ilahi. And Din-i-ilahi is also a vast topic, how he formed a new religion which he called as Din-i-ilahi, and what was his policies, how he expanded his empire, how he consolidated the different Rajputs and different kings, how he conquered the different areas and how he annexed the different areas, how he expanded his empire and made it a vast empire. That is why he is called, even in the history, Akbar the Great. In our today's topic, we have to discuss, we have to read, I have to give you information regarding the Akbar. Now, when he got the power, you can understand it very well. He was only 13 years old. That means his luck has supported him very well, that at the age of 13 he was a king. And in other books it is written that he was at the age of 16, but in our book it is here mentioned at age 13. That means he was very minor, वो बहुत छोटा था when he got the power, when he became the king. So, as you know, as a minor he was not able to rule, but luck made him a king. And in this way, Bayram Khan, he was his father's friend as well as a great commander. He was appointed as his regent to advise, suggest him in his rule, in his policies. But Bayram Khan was very rude in his behavior, and due to his rude behavior, he was very unpopular among the kings and even in the family of Akbar. As Akbar grew up, the family pressure also started growing on Akbar to get separated from the Bayram Khan. And in this way, Akbar took over the rule completely, and Bayram Khan was once killed during his pilgrimage to Mecca. Now, we can understand it that Akbar, when he took the rule, when he became the king, he was a minor. When he was a minor, Mr. Bayram Khan was appointed as his regent. But when he came to know about the Bayram Khan, about his policies and his behavior, that this man is very unpopular among the rulers as well as in my family, he tried to get separated from the Bayram Khan. And fortunately, उसकी किस्मत ने उसको साथ दिया कि बैराम खान का कत्ल भी हो गया बीच में, तो उसने वो बाद में पूरी हुकूमत, the whole empire was in his own hands, and he grew it up in this way. And he came to know how I have to rule, what are the different policies, what are the different points on which I have to work, through which I can expand as well as consolidate the Mughal Empire. And these policies make him very popular in his kingdom, in his subjects, and even in the different kings. Because of that, different kings accepted, acknowledged before him, acknowledged his authority, and he was very popular, and it became easy for him to expand his empire. Now we will talk about the expansion and consolidation of Mughal Empire under the Akbar, how Mr. Jalaluddin Akbar expanded his empire. Akbar conquered Gwalior, Ajmer, and Jaunpur. He also annexed Malwa in 1561. Not only this, he conquered some parts of Odisha in the east and also annexed large parts of Kashmir, Sindh, Khandesh, and parts of Ahmednagar to his territory. In this way, he expanded a large part of India and expanded his empire to a large extent. But not only through the annexation and conquering the areas, he made different policies also, through which different rulers of Rajputs apologized and acknowledged his authority. Acknowledged his authority. What was his policy? His policy was just of friendship. When the different Rajput kings accepted his authority, acknowledged the Mughal authority, what Akbar was doing, he never interfered in their internal matters. This became a great policy of Akbar, and different kings accepted it in the way of friendship. So he was very successful in expansion as well as in consolidation of Mughal Empire. That means his policy was not only of conquering and annexation, his policy was also through the friendship. That means he was also expanding his area by the means of friendship. As I told you, the policy of expansion and consolidation of Mughal Empire in Akbar's rule. Now we have to also deal with the Akbar, Rajputs, and religion. These are basically two subtopics: Akbar and Rajput, Akbar and religion. But I have made it a one topic, that is Akbar, Rajputs, and religion. When we are talking about the expansion and consolidation of Mughal Empire, we have to talk about the Akbar and Rajputs. What Akbar did, he tried to be friendly with the Rajputs, and in this way he got a strong support from the Rajputs. He never killed or humiliated any Rajput king, as we have seen in the Bairam. What he was doing, he was killing after the defeat of any king. Bairam Khan was killing them, but Akbar has never done such a thing. What he never killed or humiliated any Rajput king after the defeat. That means he was never killing any king. And in this way he got also matrimonial alliances with some Rajput kings. As in our book it is also written here that Raja Barmal of Amir of Jaipur offered Akbar his eldest daughter in his marriage. He also appointed Rajputs at high ranks in his court. One among them is Raja Birbal. In our Kashmiri culture, we have heard various stories of Akbar and Birbal. He is also famous in Kashmir, Birbal. And now from these stories we can understand how he was friendly, how much friendly he was with the Rajputs. Now we have to talk about the religion. By religion, Akbar was a Muslim, but he was an orthodox Muslim in his early life. He also respected the other religions too. When we are talking that he was an orthodox Muslim, but on the other hand, he was also respecting the other religions. He realized that if I have to establish a vast empire, then I have to be friendly with also other religions. He soon realized the policy of tolerance and coexistence, which led him to believe in Sulahi Kul, or peace for all, and in this way he built an Ibadat Khana in which he called the every priest of every religion. No doubt if he was a Muslim, but on the other hand he also respected the other religions, and for this very purpose, to show his friendly nature regarding the other religions, he built an Ibadat Khana not only for Muslims but for every religion, in which he used to invite, he used to call the priests of every religion to discuss the different matters of every religion. And in his policy, he made a new policy or a new religion which he called as Din-i-ilahi. Now, when we are talking about the Din-i-ilahi, what it was, as you know that I have to expand my empire, I have never to be separate the hate, I have to separate love so that I can also expand my area. In this way, he made a new religion which he called as Din-i-ilahi. What it was, he realized that good points of all religions. In other words, he brought the good points of all the religions, from the Islam, from Hinduism, from Jainism, from Buddhism, and from Christianity. And he brought various scholars from different religions and held long debates over the different points of their religions. And when he came to know the different good points of different religions, he thought that all these good points should be combined to form a new religion, which he first called as Tawhid-i-Ilahi. After 80 years, this came to be known as Din-i-Ilahi. And what it was a simple path. It was only a code of conduct. And many people have refused to accept Din-i-Ilahi. One among them is Raja Man Singh, openly disapproved it. But Akbar, as a great ruler, has never imposed this Din-i-Ilahi on anyone. He thought that religion is an personal affair. Not only this, he treated all the subjects equally. He also stopped slaughter of cows. That means as we Muslims are slaughtering the cows, जैसे कि हम इनको ज़बिया करते हैं, तो हिंदू रिलीजन में इसको ममनू किया गया है, या सिख रिलीजन में, तो अपना एम्पायर एक्सपेंड करने के लिए इसने ये काम भी छोड़ दिया. एंड ही टर्नड टू बी ए वेजिटेरियन. Not only this, he also discouraged the practice of sati, which is a popular ritual, which was a popular ritual in Hindu religion. These are the different policies and points which Akbar brought in his regime to expand his empire. As I told you that Akbar wanted people to adopt Din-i-Ilahi, but most people declined to follow, in which I have given you an example. But after that, he treated all subjects as equal. When we are calling the subject as, that means all the people who were living in his empire, and these maybe Muslims, Hindus, Sikhs, Christians, who whatever their religion was, but it never mattered for Akbar in his equal treatment. That means he was very justice in his rule. He abolished pilgrimage tax on non-Muslims, that means on Hindus, and not only this, the jizya, which were paying a kind of tax which is paid by the Hindus under a Muslim empire, he abolished also that. And these policies make him very popular among the non-Muslims. He also abolished the practice of forcibly converting the war prisoners to Islam. Not only this, he used to participate in every festival, whether it is the festival of Muslims or non-Muslims, as it is also written on our book. He allowed the Hindus to build temples, and even sometimes granted aids in building the temples. That means he was not respecting only his own religion, but he was also respecting and granting funds to the other religions. And these policies make him very popular. When he became popular, it was easy for him to expand his empire, to consolidate his Mughal empire. But unfortunately, this man died in 1605 at the age of 63 because of stomach ailment. And with this, his death, the great rulers regime came to an end. And after him, we have seen different Mughal empires, Mughal kings, of which we will talk in our next lecture. But this was a great man, and his rule remained for a long period of time. And we can also say that after him, Mughal empire start falling, but slowly. And we can say that this man's rule was great in the history of India. Akbarnama, or the history of Akbar, was also written by Abul Fazl, and it took 7 years to complete Akbarnama. That is also written on our book, but I also suggest to you to go through the book and read it. Here we discuss only important pointers. In this way, Akbar's rule came to an end because of the stomach ailment, and he died at the age of 63. The man who became a king at the age of 13, and he remained in power for more than 50 years. This is what he did in his life, like as Din-i-ilahi, and what was his policies regarding the different kings, regarding the different religions of which we talked. And in this way, in our discussion, Jalaluddin Muhammad Akbar's topic came to an end. In our next lecture, we will discuss about the different or other Mughal kings. Thank you for today.